Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm sitting down. And doing just a very old school video, quite honestly, for two reasons. Number one, I was looking back at my old videos. I can't remember what I was trying to find. I think it's when I was trying to find when I first purchased the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, which I think actually was 8 years ago. And I've uploaded over 1,000 videos to this channel. I've just had my 12-year YouTube anniversary. And looking back at some of those older videos, I just missed like a little sit down number, and I still watch a load of these videos from other creators on here. I love them as a bit of background noise whilst I'm getting ready, just to like watch people do their makeup. I find it quite relaxing. So that's reason number one. And reason number two is that next week we're actually away on holiday. So that would be when I would film this week's video. And I'm not gonna be here. I'm gonna be away with my family having a nice little like mini break, which I won't be filming, so there won't be time to film a vlog. And then we get back on the Wednesday, and then on the Thursday, building work officially starts on the house, which is so exciting. The kitchen redo, the extension, it all starts then, and it's probably going to run for about 5 months. So woo, buckle up, renovation content is coming your way. So from next week's video, all the renovation stuff will be starting, vlogging will resume. But I fancied a little sit down one, and I toyed with the idea of doing like an autumn favorites, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do a chatty get ready with me. There are some new things I'm using on my face that you might not have seen me use close up before, so let's just crack on. Do you know what's really nice? This from Ilia, their Super Serum Skin Tint. So I first used this maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It has been available in the UK before. I think you could get it from Content Wellbeing online, and that is where I picked it up. But it's now launched on Sephora UK. Sephora UK is here. I've made 2 orders so far. There's a few things I've ordered that I'm sure I will show you in this video. But this was from a launch that I went to, and actually I was color matched, which is very helpful because you know me, not the best at color matching. And they color matched me to ST6, which I'd say is a really good match for me. I feel like it'll work well when I'm a little bit more fake tanned, but will also work well during the winter as well. And I seem to remember enjoying this foundation, but putting it more with like Glossier skin tint and saying that perhaps it was a little bit too glowy for me. What? Those words are no longer in my vocabulary. But now I'm a little bit drier, I'm a little bit older, I'm a little bit more dehydrated. Well, let's put some clips in my hair. Let's get this out of the way. And actually this foundation is like exactly what I need on a day-to-day basis. And I would say I was a little bit harsh on that initial review because I think it's got more coverage than the Glossier Skin Tint. Glossier Skin Tint is gorgeous, but it's pretty much a moisturizer with a little tiny bit of coverage. Whereas I do feel like this actually does even out my skin. I've been taking a few drops into my hand and just putting it all over my face day to day. If I want a little bit more coverage from it, then I've been working it in with a brush, and I quite like a final push in with the fingertips as well. There you go, the glow is there, but I feel like it's evened everything out quite nicely. So I can see why this is a bit of a fan favorite. It's really nice, I like it, and like I said, I've just been kind of using it every day, quite interchangeably with this from Summer Fridays actually, their sheer skin tint. Both have just been great. Every day, just want to look a little bit more polished kind of bases. Oh, this is really good actually. This is from Ilia as well, and it's their True Skin Serum Concealer. This is in the shade 2. This is my favorite concealer that I've tried in a long time. It's really slippery in a good way. It just melts into the skin. It reminds me most of the Kosas. Like the Kosas has that really silky, slippery texture where it's just really effortless and very quick and easy to blend as well. I'm just pushing it in with one of the Beauty Blender dupes. For 2 products that are supposed to be very like light coverage, your skin but better, I'd say for me they're definitely quite like medium coverage, especially together. It's kind of the perfect amount for every day. So I have been loving that duo. This was one thing that I picked up from Sephora actually, the by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick, Contour Stick. This is in the shade Light Medium. So we've always been able to get our hands on the Makeup by Mario in the UK. You've always been able to order directly from his website. And I think it's been on Cult Beauty as well, but Cult Beauty haven't had the whole range, whereas the Sephora UK site does have the whole range. So I'd picked up the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer All Over Warming Complexion Tint in the shade Light Medium. Mine is ruined because Ralph got his fingers in there. That was really fun. I don't think they had this on the Cult Beauty website, so maybe I'll do a bit of contouring today. I mean, I definitely do need to contour. Instead of putting it directly on my skin, I've got the Beauty Pie Pro Color Angled Cheek Brush. I'm just gonna dab that in. I've used this a few times and I do like it, but I think I like this more. Like day to day, I don't really contour. I'm not really here for the extra steps, whereas this just kind of does everything I want on my cheeks in one go. I think when I first used this, I was a bit like, what's everyone talking about? I feel like everyone's like raving about it and it's kind of like good, but now I've used it in my routine for probably about 2 months now. I'm like, oh yeah, actually, it's really good. I might just go in with a little bit of this over the top because like I said, I do really like it. And I think it is a one-stop shop for all things cheek. I might just apply it a little bit higher on my cheeks. So yes, the building work is starting. I'm so excited. I just went downstairs. Mark was just standing there, just looking at something, and I walked in and he was just looking at like the palette, like looking at all of the flooring samples, the kitchen samples, like what we're gonna have on the walls. He was like looking at it all together and I was like, you okay? I was like, oh my God, are you having second thoughts? And he was like, no, I'm just admiring it. So it's safe to say we are both very excited. Like I can't believe that our kitchen will look like that. Like when I look at all the renders and stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, our kitchen is actually gonna look like that. And when we compare the renders to all of our like mood boards and our Pinterest boards and stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is actually our dream. I feel so lucky that we're able to do this and like basically have our dream kitchen dining area. It's gonna look so cool. We've always said this renovation is like years long, like 2, 5, 10 years. Who knows when we will finally finish this house? Like, are you ever finished? But I do feel like the kitchen is gonna be quite different to everything else because the kitchen has been redone so many times since people have lived here. It's kind of been stripped of all of its charm. Like there's no original coving in there, no original features really. We do think that maybe there's a fake ceiling in there. So maybe when we pull the ceiling down and maybe get like an inch or 2 more of ceiling, like you never know, there might be some coving above that, which would be really cool and 100% something that we would keep. But it's a shame there isn't really any like original charm to restore in that room. Hopefully once we've done the extension, it's more of like, that's a color palette that will be replicated in other rooms of the house. But obviously keeping all the original features everywhere else. It's just really exciting. Feels like the start of a new chapter. Oh gosh, this really is a like, I love Ilia video, but I did purchase this off of the Sephora UK website and it's their multi-stick in the shade Whisper. It's a blush, I know, but this is a really good color. It's a pinky peach. It's exactly a pinky peach. And I've just been applying it onto almost the high points of my cheek really, where I would put a highlighter. Oh, it's a good look. Just pushing it in with my fingers, and actually, it's the kind of blush that I put on and then I forget that I have blush on, which is, to me, the best kind of blush. It blends so beautifully into whatever bronzer that you're wearing. I always like to just make sure it hasn't got too close to the nose. And it's perfect. Do you see what I mean? It's like I have blush on, but I don't have blush on. It's my perfect blush situation. Okay, brows, I've just been sticking with the Patrick Tar, but I did buy this online. It's like a double-ended foldable eyebrow brush, and it's got like a little fiber comb down here, but then a metal comb up here, which is exactly what I wanted. I feel like when people are doing that really feathery, bushy brow look, they've always got a metal brush, and also it's just the easiest to keep clean as well. So I've been putting the Patrick Tar in, brushing it through a few times, and then it kind of gets a bit gluey, and I can sort of press my brows down a little bit more with this and really set them into place. That makes no sense, but do you know what I mean? Done brow, non-done brow. I bet they look the same. And I'll just do the same on the other side. I've got so many new lip products to talk about. Like I've just had a little rifle through, and honestly, there's probably about 10, but for eyes, don't mind me. I'm just still using my Beauty Pie James Malloy eyeshadow palette in gold. I've just had a sneak peek actually at what is coming from Beauty Pie for Christmas, and it's really good. It is really good. When I had my makeup done at the Armani event that I went to, I'll like link the vlog from that in the corner. The makeup artists, they were so nice. One of them actually was born in the same hospital that Mark was born in. I could tell from her accent. I like didn't want to be rude and like ask about her accent and like where she was from, but it was so homely to me that I knew this lady was from where Mark was from. And when she started saying, she was like, oh, people think I'm from Birmingham, but I'm from a little bit out of Birmingham. And I was just like, lady, my husband is from where you are from, and it's just like the best accent to me. So we had a great old chat about that. But the lady that was doing my makeup was very complimentary about my lid space, which I feel like is never a compliment that anyone has ever given me. But she was like, oh, you've got like lid space to play with. Like, make sure when you're doing eyeshadow looks to like really go above and beyond your like more natural lid area. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. I absolutely will start doing that. So I feel like since she's said that, I've started really bringing out my eyeshadow more at the ends and just kind of pulling it out. What's the worst that could happen? You have to pull it back a bit and sort of smush it back in with your fingers. It's cool, I can do that. So yeah, use your lid space, guys and gals. Use your lid space. I'm gonna treat myself to a new Armani Eyes to Kill wet waterproof mascara because I just fancy like fluttery natural lashes today, and this is the best for that, but I'm running out. And thankfully I have a backup. A fresh mascara just hits in a different way. Has anyone else made a Sephora UK order? What did you order? How's it feeling? I'm not gonna lie, I wanna see more brands. Although we can get now so many brands in the UK compared to like back in the day when I would fill my boots whenever I'd go to the US and get to visit a Sephora, and I'd go a little bit wild. A lot of those brands we can get in the UK now. So I've basically just ordered a load more Ilia stuff because I've tried now a few things from the brand and I'm like, oh, this is a brand that gets me. And then also Makeup by Mario, I ordered that soft sculpt stick, and I also ordered a lipstick from him that was really nice. It's like this really glossy, glowy lip balm. It's absolutely beautiful. And so I've ordered one of his suede lipsticks, but it hasn't arrived yet. That's what my 2 orders have consisted of so far. Okay, I went to get wet wipes and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lip colors to try on. Be prepared for me to try them all on and you to say, Anna Hun, they all look the same. The first one is the Makeup by Mario one, and this is the Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum in Bare Glow. I don't know if you can see that, but it's very melty. It's like a very melty texture. It's also very, very glossy. It's almost like a lip gloss, but in a balm setup. It does leave a mentholy tingling feeling on the lips. It's giving me that, what's that product back in the day? Like lip venom. Everyone used to love that. But dabbed in a little bit and with a little bit of lip liner, I have been wearing this and enjoying it. Then Merit sent me 2 lip products. Like, Merit, please come to the UK. I am begging you. Merit are partnered with like Ilia of these new brands that I'm trying that just feel very much the vibe. I really like everything they do and everything they put out. I've got one in Baby, sort of a rosy shade. Just a nice kind of My Lips Look Better, but a little bit pinkier, rosy, tawny shade. A really nice formula. I think they're called like their satin lip colors or something. And they feel very satiny, very moisturizing on the lips. Really remind me of the Victoria Beckham lipstick formula actually. So if you're looking for a UK available dupe, that is where I would point you in the right direction. I really like the shade Millennial as well. I've got it on my bottom lip, but not on my top lip. So it is so similar to my natural lip color. Maybe adds a bit more brown to things, but very nice again paired with a lip liner. I feel like I can really plump my lips with this shade because it is so similar to my natural lip color. Then I picked up 3 of the Glossier Generation Gs. Actually, this is not a new shade, this is Cake. You've seen that one before. They've brought out 3 new shades and there was one, I can't remember what shade it was, but I was just like, oh, that's way too dark for me. I wouldn't get use out of that. So I just picked up Fuzz and Punch. Fuzz is a brownie kind of shade. It's kind of a brownie reddy shade. If this formula was really opaque, then this shade wouldn't be for me, but because I knew that the formula was actually really light, more of a wash on the lips, I like it. I feel like it's a good one for autumn. And then the second one is Punch. Punch actually does pack more of a punch. Punch is that kind of raspberry popsicle look on the lips. Again, a nice one for the winter months. I don't have very many colors now in my lipstick collection, so I think it'd be quite nice to have one like this in case I'm ever like fancying a red, but I don't want to do red. This is a good option. And then finally this from Ilia, I picked this up on Sephora UK. Again, this is their Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Petals. It is bright, very bright. If I was to apply this on my lips like straight from the bullet, I'll show you, it's pretty full on. It's pretty pink. But I've been enjoying kind of just pressing it in a little bit and then adding a bit of liner. This is the Beauty Pie Wonder Gel Longwear Lip Liner in the shade Vanilla Nude. Actually, this is new as well. Just giving it a bit more definition. There you go. Lots of lovely lip options there. What one's your fave? Ooh, what one is my fave? Probably one of the Merit ones and maybe the Ilia as well, but the Ilia with a lip liner. Who am I? Ilia with a lip liner? I'm enjoying blusher. Right, let's finish off this hair. If you've been watching my vlogs, you'll know that I am becoming quite the fan of air drying my hair. I talk about it so often, it's as though I have invented air drying, which obviously I have not. If I air dry my hair, I manage to get some like wavy waves in it. However, I do still enjoy a straightened end, but it means I literally just now take my hair and then just straighten the ends in one fell swoop. One question I have for those with quite a subtle wave like mine, this I've slept on, so it's definitely not as wavy as it was yesterday, but it's still in there. What is your go-to product? Are there any creams or gels or like wave sprays? I'm finding the key to mine is really not touching it. And if I do use product, I've been using this from JVN, the Complete Air Dry Cream. I'm really enjoying this actually. I'm gonna put a little bit on today just to get rid of those flyaways and kind of the fluff on the top, but you kind of get used to the fluff. I had fluff on the top anyway. And also, how do you deal with like the drying time? Mine takes hours, actually hours to dry. So if I have a day where I need to be out of the house by like 7 AM, I need to have made sure that I've air dried my hair the night before, or else I like literally don't have time for it. Your answers would be appreciated. I do have a haircut booked. It's the second time I've rebooked this darn haircut at the Hair Bros. I think it's like at the end of the month now. The end of November, I will finally get a haircut. But thank you for all of your nice comments about my hair actually. I think everyone's really feeling the longer hair, and so am I. Like I said to Mark the other day, I was like, next time I want to chop all my hair off, tell me no. Be like, Anna, no, you don't want to do this, because I do feel like on me, the long hair is more flattering than the extremely short hair. I now haven't had a haircut for over a year, but I had it cut so short before I had Ralph. And it means that in all the baby photos that I have of Ralph, I look like Lord Farquaad. It's just not a good look for me. It's not a good look for me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this chatty, pretty nonsensical get ready with me. Like I mentioned, we're on holiday. The vlogs are coming back soon, but lots of newness here and a bit of chat about Sephora hauls, a million new lip products. And I've enjoyed spending time with you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week, probably with a vlog.